In this video, we're going to show you how to sandwich a quilt top to get it ready to sew. Right now we have a bolt of backing. The fold is on the top, and we're going to put the fold of the quilt top to match that up there. It doesn't have to be exact at this point. We want to leave a little bit of the extra fabric here just so that there's a little wiggle room when we cut it. So on this end, we're going to cut a little extra so that when we lay it flat, if it needs to move around a little bit, that's okay. Now notice this has to be right sides facing down. I'm kind of flipping this up and I'm grabbing the top layer of the white fabric. I'm just kind of lifting it up and getting it so that the whole thing is flat on there. And I'm going to put it on the batting. I went ahead and I cut this out already just to make it a little bit easier to show you. Usually it'll just be on a roll. And I'm matching up the top part of it so I'll have a little less to trim. And then I want to make sure that everything is on the batting on this side and on this side and flatten it out. So this kind of got a little whopper jaw there. And you can see we have a bunch left there at the top. At this point, we're going to use safety pins rather than straight pins. Safety pins, a little bit more safe if they accidentally get left inside. Now, I don't close mine when I do it because I sew them myself, but if you're making them for someone else, you want to close them. And as you can see, I'm kind of pinning. I usually put about 3 pins going across, and then down the quilt, I'll usually put 1, 2, 3, about 4 there. If you want to pin in the middle to secure it a little bit, you can do that, but it just depends on what you're comfortable with. Now this one has been pinned, and you can see I did 3, and then I did 4 down the end. At this point, you're going to start trimming off the extra fabric and the extra batting on both sides. This edge doesn't need to be trimmed because I lined it up. And then when you get down to this end, on this particular quilt, it's a little bit shorter, so I can use this little white piece for another quilt. And this big piece of batting down there, in another video we're going to show you how you can use that to use for the batting of a quilt, how you can assemble it. This is what it's going to look like when it is pinned and ready to be sewn. At this point, I usually like to fold it in half again, just kind of stack them up until I'm ready to sew. So in another video we're going to show you how to serge that and make the quilt.